Welcome back to my AI Handbook channel. Today, we have pretty fun topics to talk as always. So, OpenAI just made a major move by acquiring Windsurf, which could change the future of coding agents. A new browser called Fellou claims to be the world's first truly smart AI browser. Google has unveiled AMIE, a medical AI that might outperform doctors. And Gemini 2.5 Pro just hit the top of every major benchmark. At the end, I've got a bonus leak that could hint at Amazon's next big AI play. Let's get started. OpenAI is buying AI startup Windsurf for the tidy sum of $3 billion. According to Bloomberg report, the two companies have reached an agreement but that the deal has not yet closed yet. If this is accurate, this would be OpenAI's largest acquisition to date. But this might make us to think over two questions here. First one is, what happens to its support for rival LLMs? Right now, Windsurf gives users the freedom to choose from multiple language models, not just its own. That includes external models like GPT-4o from OpenAI and Claude 3.5 Sonnet from Anthropic. This flexibility is a big reason why developers like using it. Basically, it lets them pick the best model for the job, depending on things like speed, cost, or accuracy. So, will OpenAI lock it down to just its own models? It is possible, but it's risky. We'll have to wait and see, but I personally don't think it'll happen. If OpenAI tries to turn Windsurf into a GPT-only zone, they risk alienating their users and triggering regulatory alarms that could even lead to lawsuits. But if they play it smart, they'll use Windsurf as a showcase for why their models are the best through perks like better performance, pricing, or exclusive features and without forcing people's hands. Okay, second question is, what does that mean for ChatGPT? The competition in this space is pretty intense. Anthropic with Claude AI Assistant, Microsoft with GitHub Pilot, and Anosphere's Cursor all offer amazing features to support programmers. Windsurf stands out as well with features like Cascade, which tracks project progress and spots code issues, and Previews, which shows live website updates as you build. On the other hand, OpenAI and Windsurf haven't commented on the deal yet, but I think that it wouldn't be a shock if tools like Cascade or Previews end up in ChatGPT soon with direct GitHub integration. Alright, let's talk about another amazing update in this week, agentic browser Fellou. Fellou AI agentic browser is presented as the world's first browser that uses AI to go beyond just showing web pages. As you see here, it's not fully available for whole users but, like me, you can make requests to be an early adopter. Other than that, I see that Fellou is offering a range of features that make browsing more productive and automated, for instance, deep search. It digs deep into platforms like LinkedIn, Reddit and more even not logged in, accessing over 2,500 data points, and can generate summarized reports. They say Fellou outperforms OpenAI and it is 4 times faster than Manus in deep search. And for workflow execution, it has 1.8 times speed boost over browser use, and for proactive intelligence, they say that Fellou knows what you need before you ask. Let's check these features with examples they provided us.
Hi, I'm Fellou, the world's first agentic browser. I don't just browse, I take action. I'm built around 3 core capabilities: deep action search, deep action workflow, and proactive intelligence. Now, let me show you how it became a powerful partner across different industries. Let's start with industry research. Simply tell me your research topic. I'll plan the workflow automatically. I open Shadow Workplace in parallel. Browse rapidly will not affect the user's other options. Next, let's move to talent market insights. Here, I work like a career development expert, analyzing skills, requirements, and opportunities for AI product managers. Not only do I access public websites, but I also scan private platforms like LinkedIn to gather rich, hidden information. I don't just list job descriptions. I identify emerging skill combinations and recommendations. It's about uncovering hidden opportunities. Now, let's explore deep action workflow. In this case, I automate product comparison and purchasing. I can act as your personal procurement agent, opening Amazon, browsing products, comparing prices, selecting the best option, and adding it to your cart, all without any human input. And beyond that, I offer proactive intelligence. Imagine you're a product manager for headphones. Collecting user feedback is tiring and time-consuming. But with proactive intelligence, I understand your intent even before you ask. I open Shadow Workplace, scan through massive volumes of user reviews, and automatically generate a clear, structured feedback report.
In addition to these, they also provide developer tools called the Echo framework that lets developers build AI agents using natural language, opening up new ways to create browser-based apps. Lastly, the team behind Fellou also says they take privacy seriously. The browser doesn't track your activity, and right now it's in early access for Mac users, with Windows and mobile versions coming later in 2025. Let's continue with an amazing milestone in healthcare. Yes, Google keeps cooking and launched a research AI agent called AMIE, stands for Articulate Medical Intelligence Explorer. This is a multimodal agent that is a first-of-its-kind demonstration of a multimodal conversational diagnostic AI agent. They are leveraging Gemini 2.0 Flash to dynamically adapt AMIE's responses based on state-aware reasoning logic. AMIE employs a state-aware dialogue framework that progresses through 3 distinct phases, each with a clear objective: history taking, diagnosis and management, and follow-up. Here's the workflow with 3 phases, but let me show it with a video for better visualization. Here, AMIE keeps an internal mental model that updates as it learns more about the patient, possible diagnoses, and what it still doesn't know. This evolving understanding helps guide what it does in each stage, like asking questions or explaining things to the patient. It moves from one stage to the next when it decides it's gathered enough information to move forward. Additionally, they say that their study demonstrated that AMIE can outperform primary care physicians in interpreting multimodal data in simulated instant messaging consultation. I just wanted to share this with you because this basically means AI can actually help doctors in smarter ways. If you're curious to learn more, I've dropped the blog link below, definitely worth checking out if you want to dive deeper. Lastly, let me show you my expectation with my X post. This is just one of the amazing milestones in healthcare. Imagine that each one of us has health scanners at home that scan your body and send images or data to AI like AMIE. By 2035, these could catch problems early like heart issues or infections by combining what they see with your health history, helping you stay healthy without always visiting a doctor. So what do you think? Is this very exciting? Okay, let's continue with one of the biggest updates. Yes, it is Google again. Google upgraded Gemini 2.5 Pro, and believe me, its benchmark scores are really crazy. Lead product of Gemini Logan shared this update in his X account by saying, Gemini 2.5 Pro just got an upgrade and is now even better at coding, with significant gains in front-end web dev, editing, and transformation. Yes, once we take a look on web dev arena, we see Gemini 2.5 Pro preview is on the top of list. He also stated that if you are using the old model, no change is needed. It should auto-route to the new version with the same price and rate limits. In the model card, I want to emphasize a few points. We can give text, images, video, and audio as input, although it currently only produces text as output. The model supports up to 1 million tokens of input, and its knowledge is up to date as of January 2025, making it one of the freshest models available. We see that it is built for advanced reasoning, complex prompts, and serious coding work. You can try it now through Google AI Studio, the Gemini API, or the Gemini app. This launch clearly shows Google is stepping up its game to compete with the likes of GPT-3 and Claude 3.7. Some of you might be wondering about benchmark results, but I'm not going to dive into all of them today. You'll understand why once you see the LM area scores. As of now, Gemini 2.5 Pro is ranked number 1 across all the major benchmarks. So, do we really need to go through each one individually? Probably not, but I do think there's one benchmark where it doesn't quite hold up. Let me show you what I mean. In one test, a user ran a needle in a haystack experiment by slightly changing a part of a book and asking Gemini 2.5 Pro to find the change. While the model did manage to detect it, but here in long context benchmark, results revealed that Gemini 2.5 Pro can struggle to give accurate answers when dealing with very long context, which is quite interesting. Still, the overall performance of the model has been impressive, and it's gaining popularity among users. In another example, a user gave it a challenging prompt, asking for a code simulation of water moving in a bucket that rocks back and forth. After seeing the result, The user said Gemini 2.5 Pro is now their top model for coding, even outperforming GPT-4o3 and Claude 3.7 Sonnet on some of their toughest prompts. Another example highlights how useful the model can be for quickly prototyping new ideas. User give an image as a prompt and Gemini can easily detect the requirements and implement prototype of feature. That's everything for today, but I have a bonus update I recently shared on my X account. If the rumors are true, Amazon is working on a new AI coding tool called Kiro, which might launch in June. This is yet another sign that AI coding agents are going to be a big part of the future. Remember, we talked about OpenAI's acquisition of Windsurf in the beginning of the video? Future of AI will be more fun than you expected. So, make sure to follow me on X, subscribe and send thumbs up this lovely channel for more updates like this. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.